This blast of winter may have played a role in a 6-vehicle crash on the Don Valley Parkway this morning.
Yeah, so this is a look from the snowy scene in the southbound lanes of the DVP at Eastern Avenue. Police say 6 vehicles were involved in this crash. One person did suffer serious injuries. The southbound DVP is now closed at Don Mills.
Now, the spring blast of snow is catching some drivers by surprise this morning. Let's check in with OPP Sgt. Kerry Schmidt live with the impact this is having on the roads. And Sergeant Schmidt, we've been talking all morning about how, stretches of areas of the GTA are like whiteouts and other areas are perfect conditions. So some people may be watching thinking, what are we talking about? But you're seeing it.
Yeah, sure are. It's really inconsistent really across the region. When you deal with some of the municipal side roads, they haven't been salted or plowed, not plowed, but they haven't been treated, and they are just the skating rinks. And then other roads are wet and snow covered and slick, and some roads are wet and some roads appear to be pretty much bare. We've been dealing with crashes all morning long. It has been a very busy morning for officers responding to calls up on the 404 right now. We're waiting for some tow trucks to remove a few vehicles there that have been involved in some collisions. I'm here 401 near Leslie right now. Roads are wet, but the snow is blowing around me. It is windy, it is cold, and it does certainly feel like winter again. Traffic is moving where I am, but it will be, again, just kind of one of those ugly mornings there where you just don't want to be caught by surprise if all of a sudden you hit the brakes and your vehicle doesn't stop because now you hit a sheet of ice. So watch out, particularly, off the highways on some of those side roads, approaching intersections where traffic stops suddenly or unexpectedly. And of course that can happen anywhere, even on the highways as well. But we just want you to pay attention. It's been busy. Our reporting centers are going to be busy all day as people come in and report the fender benders that they've been involved in. So far, no serious crashes to report. A bunch of rollovers, but no serious injuries reported.
Yeah, a very messy drive indeed. And right now it's sitting at a kind of -5, or at least feeling like it out there, which means all the precipitation, wet snow, all that stuff on the ground. As you mentioned, like, we don't have our kind of salters out there doing cleanup on the road. So drivers still need to be aware that it can be very slick on some roadways, right?
Absolutely, and the salters have been out, so I know the roads have been treated in many areas, so they will be out making sure that the roads are not turning into sheets of ice. And as we get up to the 0 mark, we will see, obviously, that thawing temperatures, but even wet roads can still be slippery if you're going too fast at these on-ramps, off-ramps, or just driving around, and all of a sudden you need to slow down because of an unexpected congestion. That will require your full attention. So obviously looking way down the road when you're driving, looking at the horizon, anticipating any changing conditions that may require your driver input. So slowing down, changing lanes, or even stopping depending on what's going on, and looking at the road surface. Just because it looks bare, it may be damp and wet, and just that little bit of sheen will make it more slippery than what you are expecting. And if you've already gone to your summer tires, that could also pose some issues as well for drivers not having that control or stopping distance that they are expecting.
And in some cases, as we've been switching through the different traffic cameras as you've been speaking to us, Sergeant, and we're seeing, some parts of the DVP, for example, they've shut down areas to try to clear them up. This isn't because of collisions. This is really just sort of a clear-up situation. How long do you expect closures like that to last, when basically what they're doing is just trying to treat the roads and get through it? This is different than, treating a fatal crash.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to down the DVP. Gardner, that Toronto Police is responsible for those areas. Normally the salters are mobile and they're moving. Of course, they're stuck in congestion as well, morning rush. Lots of people out on the roads trying to get to where they're going to work or school or wherever it is. And, it should be a fluid thing. But when we're dealing with cleanup, debris, or if there's been a crash and tows are on scene, it takes time, and sometimes a few lanes are blocked. And you pinch off one lane, and that will really compress traffic and really cause congestion, making it feel like the highway is stopped or closed. And it may not actually be that way, but again, just with traffic volume, it is challenging to get the same number of cars through 30% less lanes or more. Half the lanes are gone, and now it's a slow drive for everybody, and everyone's running late, and that's when frustrations happen. So this is not the time to start taking chances.
Yeah, for sure. Time to practice your patience through the bottlenecks. OPP Sgt. Kerry Schmidt, thanks so much for joining us. Have a good morning.